This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 42, verse 9. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. And there's a lot of moving parts that these devils are up to, moving these different chess pieces. And it's all leading to the MO to the TV, man. Having everybody on the grid, everybody tracked and traced, monitored. And ultimately, they want everybody to bow down to them as if they're gods, man. First and foremost, before I get started, I want to thank Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi for putting the spirit on me to push the button. And I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakakadash. I want to give double honor to the apostles and the elders of GMS who teach and rule well, who taught me the truth. Salutation, brothers and sisters that are out there listening and learning, fighting this good fight of faith. And salutation, my fellow brethren that are pushing His word in all truth and sincerity. To you all, I want to say shalom. And hope and pray that this quick lesson be edifying to the elect. So, Salaki, if you can hear the background noise. I took my son to the park, and he's playing with some other little kids and everything. So, I figured while I was sitting there watching him, I might as well take this opportunity to do a lesson. Do the work of the Lord, man. That's what it's all about, man. Making sure that Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is at the forefront of all our thoughts, and bringing out this word and feeding the sheep as we were commanded to do. If we truly love Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, then we'll feed the sheep like Yahawashi told us, to do. So this is from Natural News. It was published what's today? A couple days ago, May 25th, 2025, the hopeful year of deliverance to the elect in the nation of Israel, and the hopeful year of destruction and judgment to Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the wicked that the Bible speaks of. So it says California expands digital ID initiatives with new pilots and partnerships. It says California is advancing its digital identity initiatives, integrating digital IDs into government services beyond just driver's license, including public benefits and transit programs. It says the state is collaborating with agencies like Cal ITP for transit discounts and federal entities, VA, CMS, to automate eligibility verification for benefits, with plans to expand pilots statewide. It emphasizes privacy compliance, working with California Privacy Protection Agency to minimize data collection and allow user control over shared information under the Delete Act. Privacy advocates warn of potential surveillance, data breaches, and mission creep, where digital ID systems could expand beyond their original purpose, increasing risk of misuse. It says, while digital IDs promise efficiency, questions remain about long-term data security, third-party access, and whether privacy safeguards will hold as usage scales. It says California is ramping up its digital identity efforts with new pilot projects and partnerships that will streamline access to government services. It says last fall, California officially launched its mobile driver's license program, joining at least 18 other states that have adopted digital ID systems. However, State Chief Technology Officer Jonathan Porat revealed that California is taking a more expansive approach by integrating digital ID verification into multiple state services beyond just age and identity checks. So you can see where this is going, man. They want everything, going digital, So let me see. There's another part I wanted to read. Down here it says, such integrations may offer smoother access to services, but they also carry a potential cost. A growing infrastructure that links personal data across multiple agencies and systems. Even with safeguards, the more centralized digitized identity becomes, the more centralized digitized identity becomes, the greater the potential for misuse, breaches, or overreach, particularly if future administrations, right? But this, and this is what these devils want, man. They want it all linked together, So let me play a little bit of this. So it says, the diabolical Bill Gates digital ID, and it's from Data Dumper channel on Brighteon.com. So let's listen to a little bit of this.
So this is a story from the gray zone, public health or private wealth. How digital vaccine passports paved the way for unprecedented surveillance capitalism. With over 1 billion Indians in its database, Aadhaar digital ID system is the largest biometric digital ID program ever constructed. Besides serving as a portal to government services, it tracks users' movements between cities, their employment status, and purchasing records. It is a de facto social credit system that serves as the key entry point for assessing services in India. It is a de facto social credit system that serves as the key entry point for assessing services in India. All right, so this is their big thing. And now you can't get anything done in India unless you have this social credit card score thing. Having branded Aadhaar's billionaire creator a hero, initiatives backed by tech oligarch Bill Gates have long sought to bring the Aadhaar approach to other countries. For those yearning for an end to pandemic-related restrictions, credential programs certifying their vaccination against COVID-19 have been marketed as the key to reopening the economy and restoring their personal freedom. But the implementation of immunity passports is also accelerating the establishment of a global digital identity infrastructure.
So, that's pretty, well, let me see. Hold on.
For tech oligarchs such as Bill Gates and neoliberal institutions such as the World Economic Forum, digital ID and digital currency systems have already enabled the extraction of unbelievable profits in the global south, where hundreds of millions of people remain unbanked and therefore outside the sphere of electronic payment systems.
What it's all leading to, all of it being connected and ultimately leading up to you will not be able to buy or sell because you will not be a part of the system if you refuse that, and as the scriptures say, Apostle John seen the heads of them that refused to bow down to the image of the beast, man, and even Billy Gates of hell, DJ Trump, he spoke about bringing the guillotine, man. So all of this is tying in, man. Everything is all according to a prophecy, man, from Yahawashi, man. And there's other stories. It says digital ID system incoming. Nebraska now collecting citizens' digital health data. Scotland's digital ID system sparks Big Brother fears amid backlash. One state's collecting of health data sparks privacy and digital ID concerns. So we're here, man. We're here. It's just a matter of time, before they, cause a FF, a false, FLAG, or some major event, and a cyber attack, and they push for that great reset button, man. So it's just a matter of time before all these things come to fruition, man. And the words of the Lord are indeed faithful and true, man. So let's get this and I'll wrap it up. So this is Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark, or charagma, as it says in the Greek, right? A sea implantable rice device in their right hand or in their foreheads, And Elon Musk already has a Neuralink. There's different talks of other companies, using implanting, devices in people's heads to perform miracles on the left-hand side, So these things are all here, man. And plenty of people already, as we speak, already have the C-hip, you know, in here in Babylon and in different countries, they already have it over there in, I believe it was Switzerland. A few years ago, they were bragging and boasting about having it. They can open their car door, they could, you know, pay with their hand and all that. So this is the merging of man with machine that these devils want, and they're gonna say through convenience and it's, you know, for the greater good and all this bullshit like they always say, you know. But ultimately is to have everybody receive this digital all, right, and pledge their allegiance to the devil, man, you know, to the elites, man, you know. That's what this is all about, to the beast, you know. And it says to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, right? Because if you don't have it, you can't, like the guy said in the video, if you don't have that thing, you won't be able to participate in the digital sphere, you know. And if you your social credit score and all these different things, you know, don't aren't up to par with whatever they say it should be, you know, that's another thing how they're going to use to punish you, man, you know. And it says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name, man. So that's where it's coming from, man. That's where it's headed to, you know. So that's pretty much it. I just want to report on this. Little man's ready to go now. You ready to go? Okay. So I hope and pray this quick lesson was edifying to your elect. In closing, I want to thank Bahasham Yahawashi once again for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. And I'll give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham Yahawashi, Bahasham Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who teach me real well, taught me it's true. Salutations, brothers and sisters out there listening and learning, fighting this good fight of faith. And salutations, my fellow brethren, not pushing this word in all truth and sincerity to you all. I want to say shalom, abba, and call me Asherah. Shalom. Till next time.